Holy f***, this lesbian absolutely bodied tradcon Andrew Wilson for marrying a woman with 3 baby daddies. Damn, I didn't know that till now. What a poser, Lamau. I don't think I've ever seen a man this triggered my life. That's it. The "you lick sniz" line from this loser not only lives in my mind permanently, but I think I'm not alone in feeling like this was an incredible moment of weakness. I mean, we all know this guy's a loser, okay? If you have made a career as like a 50-year-old man, constantly yelling at teenagers, 19-year-old OnlyFans girls to say that they're whores and sluts and whatnot, you are the most pathetic worm-like loser on the planet. And the moment that you encounter who is a competent communicator, not to say that like 19-year-olds are not capable of being competent communicators, but oftentimes they're like a little worried about how they're presenting themselves in a format like this. But the moment that you have someone like this go back against you and just say, hey, she's bi, okay. They use they, them pronouns. Okay. They just like push back a little bit and this person just falls apart. It's just a house of cards. Look at this.
I'll try to rephrase this. I'm going to reframe. And I'm just going to be totally honest with you. I will never be able to convince you of my worldview.
You won't.
I know. But the reason is not because I'm not a great...
This guy used to go by Big Papa Fascist online. You don't see them as kids because you also goon and went to a brothel. Because they're kids, you don't see them as kids because you also goon and went to a brothel. That's an insane statement, okay? I'm a 34-year-old man, okay? I do not goon to teenagers, you pathetic loser. The reason why you feel that way is because you have a outdated perspective on sex work and refuse to see the nuance in my conversation. And instead of entertaining the nuance and maybe even thinking about it a little bit further, because I'm not someone that actually turns around and says that this is an institution or an industry that has no downsides whatsoever, but you have to immediately project. I'm a girl. Okay, well, you're a weirdo. You can be a girl and also be a weirdo. Oh my God. Oh, you're a girl. My bad, dude. My mistake. Being pro-sex work is first and foremost in defense of sex workers. It is all of the anti-sex work mentality that actually makes this entire space less safe for the people that engage in this. That's it.
I'll try to rephrase this. I'm going to reframe. And I'm just going to be totally honest with you. I will never be able to convince you of my worldview.
You won't.
I know. But the reason is not because I'm not a great orator or I don't make good points or I haven't said things which should be compelling to a person. But Charlie, I just think honestly you're too stupid to understand them.
So Andrew, can I sell you on my worldview?
Yes.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you
lick sniz. Under your religion.
You lick sniz.
What does that
You're
mean?
a dyke. Don't talk about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your mouth.
You lick sniz. What an own. Yeah, that must have struck a nerve because he thinks he ulted, but it's pretty funny that his ult is that. Like, that's a devastatingly bad ult, in my opinion. Here, I'm going to run this back again. You want to hear the incredible counter that this loser has here? Let's take a look.
Your wife has 3 baby daddies and has been married twice before.
And you lick sniz.
Under your
You lick sniz.
Look at his face, bro. Like he thinks he really hit that. You lick sniz. What a loser this guy is. Jesus Christ.
or religion.
You lick sniz.
What is that?
You're a dyke. Don't talk shit about my wife, you stupid bitch. Shut your mouth. Shut your stupid bitch mouth.
Your wife with the 3 baby
What did I
daddies?
just say? Dyke?
Your wife with the 3
Sorry,
baby
I'm sorry,
daddies?
Dyke. Is she morally inconsequential in comparison to your ditch licking?
Do the men that you try to...
Do the women that you try
show
to...
your hatred against...
Do the women that you try to...
that they shouldn't,
you know,
like,
Charlie, did I bring...
women? Do they know
Charlie,
that
did I
your
bring
wife
your
is 5
family?
years older?
Did I bring any of your family into...
This is one of those things where it's like, he is such a aggro, like, trad guy that it's like an own. But in most circumstances, like, who gives a shit?
Is that why he dresses like a magician?
Yeah, of course. That's how you're supposed to do it.
Okay.
The more you dress like a magician, the more you dress like a libertarian magician, the cooler you are in this crowd, in this space.
I mean, he looks like the...
you like sniz.
It's like the friend whose parents like never ever made him dress up for anything. Like goes to like your bar mitzvah and like that's like formal.
Yeah, I'm Ezra Klein, and I think the Whatever podcast is doing politics the right way. You like sniz.
You like sniz.
Oh, wow. Even the moderator, who's also another one of these losers, like that because he loves the controversy. I
Well,
guess.
I do like the cut to the react to him, like, oh, like,
Yeah. But yeah, Charlie is a streamer as well. Enemy Charlie is their name.
I'm sorry to put back.
What is this? Oh,
I'm not.
to clarify, I'm sorry to disappoint, but I'm not a lesbian. I'm bisexual. I am also detransitioned 10-ish years ago. IDing as either female to male or as a trans mass lesbian. I just mentioned having an ex-girlfriend during my debate with Wilson, and I guess he latched onto that. Posting this because I don't want to steal lesbian thunder, Lamau, though to be fair, I feel like labels are dumb, and I've historically been so all over the place. It's nothing to me at this point. By the way, how is this unexpected for him? How does he not have a better comeback than that? Because he has a baby brain, and he's not exactly the most intelligent guy. Obviously, you can't be an intelligent person. He's a debate coach? Oh my God. All of this is a grift. The entire thing is just about yelling at women and getting a bunch of insecure young men, and perhaps even sadder than insecure young men, insecure older men who have the mentality of insecure young men to feel more secure about their position in society by trying to shit on women. It is all vulnerability. Okay, it all stems from vulnerability and a lack of confidence. There is a major crisis in confidence in young men and older men as well, and I think that is where a lot of these problems arise. Most of these dudes have audiences of young men and older men that have that same insecurities that they've never actually worked on from their teenage years, and it causes them to be super vulnerable and seek out people that will tell them like, no, you're not the problem. The problem is like women are bitches. And it's ironic because like the real reason why a lot of young men, and I would say virtually all young men at some point experience this, especially if they don't have like positive role models, will find themselves looking for answers. They find themselves looking for answers about like how to talk to women, for example, how to present yourself, how to carry yourself. And it's very alluring to see guys, maybe not like him, but at least like Andrew Tate or all these other people that are like constantly around women, right? Like, and they start to think like, oh, well, this guy gets it. He figured something out. He's constantly surrounded by sexy babes and fast cars and whatever. They don't realize that this is just like a crafted persona of a bunch of people that have carefully manufactured this identity online and are actively trying to make up for their own personal shortcomings that they recognize. And it gets far worse than this. I think the bottom of the well is like that clavicular kid and the black pill side. His TikTok has basically normalized a shit ton of things that used to be relegated to the darkest corners of the internet, like the black pill subreddits and whatnot, the looks maxing community that I think is unimaginably damaging, right? But you know, the starting point for many younger men in general is just trying to understand, trying to navigate the treacherous waters of interpersonal communication and developing relationships with, women. And then they slowly but surely get preyed upon by people like this, who then tell them that the best, most successful thing to do if you want to approach women is to just like shit on them non-stop and call them bitches, and then they will want to be with you. Very successful.
Like,
you try
convince
to
them that they shouldn't.
You know,
like,
Charlie,
pursue
did I bring
women? Do they know
Charlie?
that
Did
your
I bring
wife
your
is 5
family?
years older?
Did I bring any of your
You
family
called me
into
fucking
anything?
stupid.
Did I
You
say
called
anything
me
about
fucking
your
stupid.
family being stupid, Charlie?
You could.
It's
You could
because
go
I'm
for it.
better than you, Charlie.
No, it's because
Yeah, everyone got that. Everyone got that from this interaction.
you're embarrassed, and you know that the traditional values that you try to sell people
Okay.
on are bullshit because
Let's
you
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
Chuck, let's go through it.
You are not a traditional
Let's
man.
go through it, Chuck. Tell me what I'm doing with.
Look at his notepad. Hold on. Go back to that. He definitely has some, as somebody who does this in like lectures or whatever, he has some like crazy doodles going.
I can't see from over here.
No, you got to play it because it's like
Let's
you
go
are not
through
a
it.
traditional man.
Chuck,
I definitely
let's
felt
go
that-
through
yeah,
it.
You are
yeah,
not-
Yeah.
What
Like,
is that?
Yeah, what is that?
What are
What
these
is he? Is he
doodles?
just like?
What are you doodling over there?
Yeah, thank you. I knew I wasn't imagining things. What is he doing?
He doodled Pikachu. He's doodling Sniz, drawing a pair of tits.
Yeah, he's doing the Big Lebowski.
Yeah,
drawing.
I love tits. Yeah, at this point, he just gets like destroyed by anyone that is unafraid to speak on a podium like this if they're remotely confident.
Well, any situation where he's like not able to like,
Control
like,
the conversation.
Yeah, or like saw somebody in half, or I don't know, like pull a rabbit out of a hat.
Parker get a job. Counter argument last time. What is this? Oh yeah, this was the other one that I saw as well. This was another viral moment, right? Like his inability to open a jar. God, this stuff is so pathetic too. Like it just doesn't. You know what's funny? This shit doesn't mean anything, but it means everything to these morons. That's what it is. Andrew Wilson not being able to open a jar after being a misogynistic pig and trying to make fun of Nema for not being able to open it is actually the funniest shit. Like if he was just like a competent person or a confident person, then his inability to open that jar would not be as severe, right? Because he's the one who's placed a lot of value and a lot of emphasis on, one, not marrying a woman that has 3 different baby mamas, right? Like that's the reason why it actually hits hard. Normal people don't give a shit about that, right? And the same goes for not being able to open a pickle jar. Like, yeah, sometimes I'm a pretty brolic dude. Is sometimes you can't open a jar. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It's not that big of a deal. But he thinks it's the biggest deal.
Uh-oh. Come on, you can do it.
Put it right side up.
You can do it. You got this.
All right, bro. I can't do it. Here.
This is so
Dude, this is a
unpleasant.
little immature. No.
Oh wow.
For
Hey, the guy
$1,000.
sent $1,000.
Yeah, but it seems slightly immature.
It's all fucking
It's
just
slick.
only
it's
wear
a little-
black.
See, it is.
I gotta grip it.
Uh-oh, Andrew. If you can't open it either.
Well, your hand greased the whole
Oh
time.
my god.
Your hand greased it. Your hand greased it. Loser. God damn it, dude. I can't believe that there is like any audience for this shit. It blows my mind. I'm glad that there's like more people now dunking on these clowns. But for the longest time, they had this like tight-knit environment where they could basically control all of the discourse. So they would just like have women that they could belittle and yell over. Not to disparage the women that would go on this podcast in general.
No, but I mean, I remember
like,
this. I definitely remember this as like a genre before. Like it felt like where it's like edits of like like some Sneeko style guy screaming at a woman like, "You do sex? Where you gonna talk to me about this when you a whore? Like you're a whore or whatever." Like it's pretty stupid.
Yeah. Same guy who chirped at that girl when they went on there and apologized to you for going on. Yeah. Oh yeah. There's that one clip because they know I've often talked about how women shouldn't go on these podcasts, and I think there was a Hasanabi head that went on it and on the podcast like apologized to me for going on it, and then he lost his mind. But yeah,
Fine,
let's
here,
watch
high
this,
five.
and then we'll see the
Literally,
rest of it.
It's like, feel it. Isn't that greasy?
It was like that already.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
no, it wasn't. You greased the top.
Use
Oh
your
my
shirt.
I think
goodness,
that's what you're
Andrew,
doing
if
is
you can't
drawing.
open the olive jar, you cannot
Here,
blame my
while we're doing
hand.
olive
That guy
jar.
on
If
his
you're so
laptop
strong,
is
you
the
should
S
open
sticker.
it.
Yeah, I got to be able to grip it.
Okay, we'll grip it. Let's
It's
go.
literally slippery.
Does anyone have that other clip of him
Grab me a
freaking
Loser,
out,
dude. You stupid.
freaking
loser.
out at the girl?
Hate this.
Oh,
Man.
so I can dry the top of it off.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, I need to dry it.
You also know the worst part is the top did become greasy because he made it greasy.
Yeah, I know.
He looks greasy.
Yeah, but that's it. Like it's this attitude where it's like, oh, you're the greasy one. You're the girl. You're a greasy girl.
Stupid girl.
He's not used to handling things that are wet. That's funny.
funny.
Yeah. Someone else opened it for him seconds later too. Oh, that's awesome. You can see him try to wipe his hands before he tries. He knows he's greasy.